Kalambuan, Dalatana, usa ka oras nga programa maghatod kaninyo sa mga katikaran may kalabutan sa kalambuan dili lamang sa komunidad apan sa kidatibukan. Kalambuan, Dalatana.
Gala may adlaw, yung lagad, Saldi Chato dito sa Kalambuan, Dalatana.
Kinisabay niyo igalas kang inan Rafi Bermejo, may adlaw.
Davao, sa Tibok Islas, Mindanao, pwede kami sulod sa usaga oras dito sa atong atulaman ng Kalambuan, Dalatanan, gamatod sa mga importanteng impormasyon, mga isyug butang sugdon, nga ikaw, kitang tanan, adunay karambigitan. Pusa karong adlaw, ato bagauban, ang atong pinalangga o batanon, nga Congressman, pwersa ng bayaning atleta, Congressman Jericho Coconograles. Sir, may adlaw.
May adlaw Saldi, may adlaw Rafi, may
May
adlaw
adlaw, sir.
sa atong mga taga Davao, taga Paminaw, taga unsa pa, our friends and relatives.
Alright. Sals, mga kaigsuuna naman ato mabiyabi si Congressman Coco Nograles. Ato dayong pakisayran no, kung unsa na ang sitwasyon sa PBA, ang panagisgot nila no, sa PBA o kining Philippine Sports Commission. Unya, siyempre, ato pong makisayad punta kay Congressman Jericho Nograles kung unsa kadtong mga problema diya sa sporting sector, no? Pag humaniya na, ato dayong isingit katong mga pangutana gikan sa inyong tagsa-tagsa ka mga barangay. Back to you, Sals.
Congressman Jericho Coconograles, welcome back sa atong tuluman
Good to be back.
Dalatanan. Kining among nakita nga busy ug puspos na gyud ang trabaho karon sa 17th Congress, Congressman.
Yes, actually, ang atong updates karon sa atong kongreso is we are almost complete in our committee assignments. Daga na kayong mga congressman na gihatagan og assignments and they are already ready to work. However, hindi pa kumpleto yung ating mga committee assignments and we are hoping that next week mahuman na ang atong committee assignments. Next week, August 22, we will begin our budget briefing sa atong mga executive branch. So we will begin with our Secretary, Ben Jokno, who will give the briefing and an overview on Monday. Last Monday naman, si Ben Jokno has submitted the National Expenditure Program to the Speaker, and the Speaker has endorsed it already to Carlo Nograles, the Chairman of the Appropriations Committee. And right now, all technical working staff are preparing for the filing of the General Appropriations Bill. Ano man ang proseso, the President will submit the budget, and then from the budget, we will look at it, we will file the bill. And we are waiting to get a copy of all the bills and all the bills for first reading, and then we will study it through subcommittees in the Committee on Appropriation.
Congressman Coconograles, pwede ba namong maibawaan kung unsa kadto mga komitiba nga pwede nasakop ang PBA party list?
Okay, so sa PBA party list, duha man ni Congressman Mark Sambar. As for myself, nakuha na ako ang Committee on Accounts, on Ways and Means, Games and Amusements, Good Government and Public Accountability, Housing and Urban Development, the Committee on Justice, and the Committee on National Defense. I am waiting for approval of my application also for other committees in Congress, pero hindi pa na-finalize yung tanang mga committees. As for Congressman Mark Sambar, he is now the Vice Chairman on the Committee on Appropriations. So, uban sila ni Carlo karon. And he is also a member of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, on Foreign Affairs, on Government Reorganization, Interparliamentary Relations, and as well as the Committee on Accounts. So, I think that's a number of committees and that will keep us very busy. Na congressman nga dito sa from Bicol, I think his total membership karon is 17 committees. So I don't know how he will juggle all of that. Lisod na ba?
Okay. Para sa kasayuran sa atong tigsubay niya ng programa, Congressman Coco, ginoon sa ba pag-distribute sa mga committee ngadto sa mga congressmen?
Ang atong proseso sa committee assignments and it is actually an election on the floor na you will express your desire to be part of that committee, and every single person who gets elected to a committee, you can question such election. And it all starts really sa pag-signify ng imong intent. We have a lot of committees there in Congress, more than 30 committees there. And sa atong mga committees, we signify our intent to the speaker na, Speaker, I am an expert of this, I have knowledge of that, I think I belong to this committee. Will you accept my application? And at the same time, you tell the body na ito yung gusto mo, kung pwede, ikaw yung magpunta doon. Because you have a very limited number of seats in the committee. As I mentioned the other week, no? Ang Committee on Appropriations has 125 members, while the Committee on Rules has 30 members. There are other committees na 15 members lang. So depending on the size and magnitude of the committee as well as the importance, that is the number of members. So hindi kaya i-accommodate tanang mga congressman in one single committee. And that's why you have many committees that you will apply for, and we are hoping that you apply for the committees na doon sa imong kasing-kasing jud, at least sa imong expertise, and you have something to contribute. So for me, I'm waiting for some other committees na I am applying for. But so far, I'm very happy with my committee assignments kay mao ni siya ang akong mga interest pod. One of the committees that we are waiting for kami ni Congressman Mark Sambar is the Committee on Sports Development and Youth, because PBA party list is a pro-athlete and pro-youth party list, and we are hoping na ma-appeal mi sa committee.
Okay. Karon nga busy ng tanan diya sa House, no? Og appeal kanini, Congressman Coco. Nagpasabot ba ni nga tagsa na lang makita sa katawan sa dakbayan sa Davao ang ilahang congressman?
Hindi naman. I mean, it's a matter of balance lang, Raf. Kay, siyempre, na ay mga needs ang atong mga constituents, and then we want to be as much as possible present. So, ang atong schedule, pag session day, it's always Monday to Wednesday na ay session, and then Monday to Thursday, we have committee work. So, you can expect na ang atong mga congressman can go back to the home districts. Like ako, for example, na ako sa Davao, or in Surigao, or in Northern Mindanao, or maski asa kay nationwide ang atong PBA party list, I will be doing district work and constituency work from Thursday up to Sunday. So, Monday to Thursday sa
Session.
Batasan. Thursday to Sunday, somewhere else working sa barangay.
Okay.
wala na ipahinga.
Wala ipahulay.
Congressman Coco Nograles, pwede pa ba namong may bawaan kung ang PBA bilang party list na nagsusulong ng sports, nakig-coordinate ba ni sa Philippine Sports Commission para sa atong gina-interest sab nga pagbabago?
Yes, that is a correct assumption. In fact, not just the Philippine Sports Commission, we are also coordinating with PAGCOR. We are also coordinating with the Games and Amusement Board. We are also coordinating with the PCSO, hoping to get funding for our sports development programs. Kaning mga coordination is part of the job of the members of Congress, especially sa PBA party list, na mag-coordinate with these government agencies and GOCCs to help ang atong mga youth. As you know, ang atong budget sa PBA musod pa na mga 2017, because that's where we will already try to instill some changes, some programs to improve ang atong mga after-school sports activities. But ang effect ana would be in 2017 pa. So in the meantime, we're trying to get the support of other agencies para at least makahatag og mga basketball balls, to volleyballs and chess sets all the way down to the barangay. Labi na karon na naay great calling for rehabilitation sa mga youth, especially sa mga surrenderies, no? We believe as party list, we believe na ang atong mga surrenderies should be given access to sports equipment so that ang ilang mga energy will be focused towards sports to be part of the rehabilitation. So yes, we're coordinating with the Philippine Sports Commission, and so far si Chairman Butch Ramirez has been very open and very helpful.
Congressman Coco Nograles, kamo ba sa PBA Party List nagbalipayon ba uban sa PSC nga may kalabutan gani sa cash incentive nga gihatag isip halipay kang Olympic silver medalist Hidilyn Diaz?
Yes, actually, we are happy that the Philippine Sports Commission has followed the law. Kay naman na sa balaod na maghatag og 5 million pesos sa atong Olympic silver medalist. And I believe President Duterte also gave an additional incentive of 2 million. So naka 7 million na si Heidi. But according to the law, it is not just the Olympic silver medalist ang makadawat og cash incentive. Murag nakalimtan ang atong coach ug trainer. There is also a provision sa atong law na if you are the coach and you are the trainer of an Olympic medalist, appeal ka sa cash incentive. You have a separate cash incentive just for you. Because the victory of an athlete is not just because of the athlete, but it's also the victory of the coach and also the trainer. And we have passed that law in 2015 through the efforts of Senator Angara, and we want, as a party list, we want that law to be fully implemented and that incentive scheme to be fully implemented. We are hoping to pass a resolution on Monday to ask the Philippine Sports Commission to also recognize the efforts of the coach and the trainer. In fact, kung i-google nimo ang pangalan sa coach, i-google nimo ang pangalan sa trainer ni Heidi, nothing will come out. But we, as the only party list for athletes, want to make sure that that law is fully implemented and not partially implemented. So we are doing our best researching and finding that coach and the trainer of Heidi para ma-appeal sila sa recognition, ma-appeal sila sa atong incentives as required by law.
Okay, yung tungkol po sa sinasabing cash incentive na hindi nabigay no kay Onyok Velasco, yung Pilipinong nanalo rin ng medalya sa Olympics noong 1996 yata yon.
Yes.
Ano po ang masasabi ni Congressman Coco Nograles dito?
Okay, buti na tanong mo yan, Rafi, kasi there is a lot of misinformation and disinformation on that issue. I-start lang na ako ha. Si Onyok Velasco gave pride to our nation by winning an Olympic silver medal in the Atlanta Olympics in 1996. Pagdaog niya, wala pang incentive scheme
Ayun.
at that time. And that was during the Ramos administration. And because he has brought so much pride to our nation, the Ramos administration passed in 1997 an administrative order to give incentives sa atong mga atleta. But what the Ramos administration also did, kasi wala mang incentive scheme, no, naghatag sila kay Onyok ng 750,000 pesos. So, he already received a cash incentive back in 1996, and the Ramos administration created an administrative order to create an incentive scheme. In 2001, a Republic Act was passed by Congress to modify and improve the administrative order. So in 2001, the law says if you are an Olympic silver medalist, you are entitled to 2.5 million pesos. There is also a provision sa law in 2001 na if you were a past medalist, you will get 1/2 sa incentive. So in the case of Onyok Velasco, he is entitled to 1/2 of 2.5 million pesos. So that is 1.25 million pesos. Minus 750,000 pesos, kaya nakadawat naman siya. So ang utang sa gobyerno, ang
Gamay.
utang ng gobyerno kay Onyok is
Mga
500,000 pesos. And I want the government to pay Onyok with interest. Kasi siyempre, di ba,
cost of money.
500,000 na cost of money, nag-what siya. I believe that Onyok Velasco deserves that 500,000 pesos with interest. Kaya na-delay. Tuoy naman. So, we have to help. We have to help Onyok Velasco. But we have to make sure that the facts are correct on
Yes.
that matter. Kaya ginasabi man sa mga news, I think, ang report nila is wala na dawat. But truth and in fact, Onyok Velasco received 750,000 pesos back in 1996 as a cash gift and a cash incentive.
Okay, at least klaro, Sarge, no? Anyway, unsa man pud sa tanaw nimo Congressman Coco, no? Makadahom kaha ang katawhang Pilipino ug lain pang Olympic medal sa maabot.
Yes and no.
Mhm.
Yes and no. Kay you need to create an environment that is pro-athlete.
Yes.
If you do not have a sustainable environment for pro-athlete, ang
Malabo.
atong mga medalists, tsamba-tsamba yan. There is no system that is fully supportive. Natay sistema. Our system is there, it is in place, it needs improvement. Chairman Ramirez believes in that also. Nung nag-meeting kami ni Chairman Butch Ramirez, he said, what is important in a sports program is a program. Na ay equipment side, na ay program side. The program must be invested on and that program must be continuous. Ang problema karon is that in the past few years we saw that the programs are not continuous. So, program na ganito, tapos hindi i-continue, program na ganyan, tapos mawala. Ana ba?
Lingas ugon sa Bisaya, no?
Hingas kugon. So, that is the problem. And we need a really clear-cut program. For example, I believe Chairman Ramirez mentioned na the grassroots program was virtually canceled. In the past few years, nawala ang grassroots program. So how do you expect to develop elite athletes if ang foundations mo are weak? And there are so many people who have the potential for the gold medal. But you have to start in the grassroots. Kuha ka sa grassroots. But you have to have a sustainable program sa grassroots. That is why PBA Party List filed House Bill number 65, which is the creation of the Department of Sports. Kaya gusto natin na meron grassroots program in every region, in every city, in every province, in every municipality, and hoping na makaabot in every barangay. Kanang mga athletes makuha natin. And it's good that if we have a Department of Sports, maka-integrate po ta sa atong mga community rehabilitation. I think sports now more than ever is in the spotlight. There is a great need to improve our sports. And we are hoping na this momentum of our Olympic gold, Olympic silver will make us dream bigger and reach for the gold.
All right.
Congressman Coco Nograles, tungkol po ulit sa Philippine Sports Commission, kumpiyansa ho ba kayo na nasa likuran niyo ang PSC sa pamumuno ni Chairman Butch Ramirez sa pagtulak ng Department of Sports and Culture o Philippine Sports Academy?
Yes, I believe that Chairman Ramirez has expressed his support sa atong mga programa and we are hoping na our colleagues also in the House will support this. In fact, I am very proud to say na ang atong House Bill number 65 na for the Department of Sports, our colleagues in the House, sila na mismo nagalapit sa akin magsabi, "Oh, Coco, pwede ba mag-co-sponsor sa bill mo?" And the first congressman to come up to me and wanted to be a co-sponsor na hindi pa ako nangampanya ha. Congressman Ruel Pacquiao. Siya mismo naglapit. Gusto ko yan. Gusto ko yung programa naman na yan. Mag-co-author ako niyan. And then we also have our Congressman Manny Lopez of Manila. Gusto ko rin yan. Mag-co-author yan. Every single day, I have a request from a member of Congress who wants to co-author the House Bill number 65, the Department of Sports. And I feel very good. The PBA party list feels very good na tayong mga support na hindi pa tayo nag-full blast sa atong kampanya. House Bill number 65 has been read on first reading and we're just waiting for our committee hearings to make it happen. And nandyan si Mark Sambar in the government reorg. He's a member of government reorg, which means that if we upgrade the Philippine Sports Commission into the Department of Sports, at least nandyan si Sambar sa committee. And then we're still pending our committee membership sa atong sports and youth development.
At first glance, Salz, no, murag wala lang kaayo tay kung sports no ang hisgutan, abi ni mubo nga hisgutanan, pero karon pa lang makita na nato unsa kadako ang panginahanglan sa sports, no. Mag-break tag makadiyot sa atong pagbalik atong hisgutan ang mga problema sa sports. Ay mo kay balik dito.
Kalambuan Dalatana.
Congratulations kay Congressman Carlo Nograles, kay Congressman Coco Nograles. Dako kami og pasalamat nga duha na gyud ang congressman. Ako nagpasalamat kang Carlo nga nakaabot gyapon sa ikatulong termino.
Congressman Coco Nograles, napasalamat mi na ningdaog yun ka. So, congrats.
Congratulations sa duha ka congressman. Ang una si Congressman Carlo Nograles ug ang iyahang manghod na si Congressman Coco Nograles.
Kalambuan Dalatana.
Balik ta sa itong programa ang Kalambuan Dalatanan. Mga kaigsunan, itong isgutan kung sa itong mga problema din sa sektor sa sports. Salz, imong higayon.
Congressman Coco Nograles, sa kitanong bayan sa ito programa, ang Kalambuan Daratanan, mas palawangan pa na to ang pag-isgot sa sporting sektor. Labi na, gingon sa mga mag-isgot na may kalambigatan sa problema, naglambigit sa maong sektor, Congressman. Kay matod pa, ni Senador Manny Pacquiao nga corruption kuno ang walay kahusaan mo'y nagunang problema sa gingon nga sa natin sports sa Congressman.
Yes, sa atong campaign from 2015 to present, even now na after the campaign, ang sports sector is really plagued with a lot of complaints. In fact, non-stop ang atong mga complaint and non-stop ang mga report on corruption, non-stop ang report ng divisiveness dito sa sports. And to be honest, we are looking forward na magsugod ng atong mga committees so that we can investigate all of these allegations. At this point in time, it is difficult to talk about things na alleged, no? Especially on TV. These allegations, we have to investigate it. And the proper forum of investigating it should be in Congress during the committee. Ipatawag natin yung mga complaints, mga complainants, and then we will have the people being complained about to explain exactly what's going on. Kining mga problema sa sports, this is all because of the lack of support or a decrease of support. Na-classify na ako na eh. So, pag-collecta na ako ng information, yung mga complaints, nakita na ako na why is it that there is a favorable treatment in this athlete when a better athlete gets lesser. Mga inaanak na storya. So why are they supporting this person and then there are allegations of politics, palakasan pa sa loob. So the standards are not set and worse, hindi transparent. See, that's the problem eh. Pag hindi transparent yung proseso, hindi alam ng tao na ano ba nangyayari dito. Ito yung anak ko. Mayroon nga nag-report ha. Ito yung anak ko. Meron supposed to be allowance na ganito. Pagdating ng allowance, discounted. Sinabi, processing fee. So those are the kinds of corruption na gina-report sa AMOA. Whether it is true or not, we don't know just yet. We have to investigate that. I am so ready to investigate this already. There's so much accusation. And I guess tama ang sinasabi ni Senator Manny Pacquiao na gi-expose na niya sa Senate, gi-privilege speech na niya sa Senate na the sporting sector is plagued with corruption. I want to go to the bottom line also. In fact, I hope na we will be part of the Committee on Sports para mag-joint committee hearing ang Senate ug House. Oh, tuyaw, di ba? We have all of that. Mag-joint committee hearing, patawag na ito lahat. And I hope that we can get to do that work very soon.
Okay. Congressman Coco, nasabi din po ni Senator Pacquiao na kailangan na tayong mag-focus sa mga laro na hindi kalamangan yung tangkad at laki. No? Kasi Pilipino nga, maliliit. Ano? Yung reaction po.
I think naman may punto si Senator Pacquiao dyan. Yes, ano. But let's focus on the talents that we have, and I prefer to develop all. Yung pwede na i-develop lang. Isa lang. Diba? And for me, I think for the longest time, kalakas ng focus sa basketball, malakas ang focus sa volleyball. That's why they are very popular sports. But I also want to increase also focus on other sports. Maglagay tayo sa badminton, pwede yan. We have very good players that compete worldwide but lack attention. In fact, volleyball, recent lang talaga yan naging popular. Yung football, naging popular yan. Yung soccer, naging popular yan kasi mga askal, mga